Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth, can't put me down, I'll be getting loud. You can have your doubts, not what I'm about, have your fucking cloud. It be raining now, I keep making sound, go another round, bitch I'm legend bound, can't stop me now. You don't wanna fuck with me.
Champ! You already know, man. It's Alex Doomsday Lainez here on the Boxing Biz podcast YouTube channel. And what can I say, man? Amanda Serrano versus Katie Taylor. We had the presser in London. And what stuck out to me the most was the challenge that was presented by Amanda Serrano to Katie Taylor to go ahead and fight for these 3-minute rounds. 3 12-minute championship rounds. What the men in professional boxing adhere to. So let's get a little bit of that insight on what exactly was going on at the presser and get a better feeling of what Amanda Serrano was trying to do. And what do you guys think? Was it a surprise? Was it that, left hook that you run into and you don't see? I don't know. See how Katie Taylor answers. Let's check it out real quick as I give you guys a little bit of audio on the situation. Let's see what they got.
Coming into the sport, I'm a woman for equality, and we all talked about equality on this table multiple times, and we're making history. We're making history at the Garden, being the first women's headline. We're making the biggest payday, both of us. I think we should just continue and make this fight iconic, make change in this game, and if Katie Taylor's willing, I'm ready and able to make this an equal fight, 12 rounds, 3 minutes.
Making headlines. That was the challenge right there. It's for equality. I don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, for a long time, it's been a talk. Women have always fought for their position in boxing, and it's coming to a fruition, to a time where women's boxing is really shining right now. And I think Amanda Serrano challenging Katie Taylor, not just to challenge her, I guess her cardio, because we can sit back and debate on whose cardio is better and who's going to be doing best in this weight division. Amanda Serrano is coming up a weight division. She's a natural feather. So this is interesting, to have Amanda Serrano actually challenging the fighter, and Katie Taylor, who is at her weight, what she usually fights at. So, usually when you're coming up, you're going to be carrying extra weight. In my opinion, that makes it a little bit harder on your cardio. You're not used to the extra weight. Who knows? Maybe I'm right. Maybe I'm wrong. But let's keep listening to a little bit more of what was being said in this press conference.
Right now. So, Katie, are you up for it?
12 3-minute rounds?
12 3-minute rounds. Let's do it like the men.
I don't really feel like that will make a huge difference. The event is already iconic the way it is. The fact that the pre-sales are the best, the second best in history says it all really. This fight's even more important than we even realized. And box, this proves that boxing that the perceptions have changed already. Boxing is boxing regardless, and
So what do you guys think? Is this a way out for Katie Taylor? Is it Katie Taylor that believes that she cannot, handle 3 minutes in the ring per round with Amanda Serrano? Would she have taken this challenge with another fighter, or does she thinks of it a bit too risky? I mean, what do you guys think about this? I mean, it is risky. It is a first time, event, never been done. I mean, I know that in the gym sparring, you go extra minutes per round. You got some guys and girls that are in there an extra 2. You get you make it a 5-6 minute round. I mean, the gym can get crazy, so you're always pushing. But I guess in a 12-round championship fight with a championship caliber opponent, it can get a little bit riskier, so to speak. And this is a huge fight. And I don't know if Amanda Serrano's just been kind of practicing these rounds like this, but she's very confident in challenging Katie Taylor. So I'm thinking to myself, is there a plan there? Was this planned? I don't know. But Katie Taylor doesn't seem to be taking it lightly right now with the way that she's answering. But I mean, let's go back to the tape.
We want to make a change for the future and get people to notice us and to get these promoters to not talk badly about women. I think we need to take a stand.
I think we're making a stand the way we're actually fighting each other in the first place. The best fighting the best. This fight is going to be determined by the winner of this fight is going to be the best pound for pound female fighter in the world. So we are already making a stand and taking this fight.
And okay. My question to you as well, Amanda, about how this fight's going to play out as well. Is aggression the key to this fight? I know you rate your boxing.
All right, well, Eddie Hearn was already kicking in there, ready to ask his questions. But just going back to what we were talking about, when initially this was a quick hit with me in the Dumatron status, you know what I mean? I didn't want to talk too much about it, but I wanted to touch on it because I feel it's important. I think that something like this will definitely bring more attention to women's boxing. Katie Taylor wasn't wrong that they're already killing it, second highest pre-sale in history. It's doing very well, so there's really not much to argue about that. But what we can say is that, just more attention. These challenges that, Amanda Serrano is bringing to Katie Taylor's table is, iconic, and it is something that would be done for the first time in women's boxing history. We could take back women's boxing history to, 1904. It's done well, it's had its growth across so many other continents, across the world. I mean, just to touch on a few: Africa, Argentina, Australia, Bulgaria, India, Mexico, Russia. I mean, it's so many places where the development of women's boxing has taken place. To now see it on this huge stage with, new promotion strategies being brought into the game with young promoters like Eddie Hearn and Jake Paul and Most Valuable Promotions. So it's just interesting to see that, women's boxing is attached to all these elements of growth and throughout history. I mean, boxing is one of the oldest sports. You could take it back to as early as 3000 BC. I mean, you could take it into the Colosseum. I mean, it's had its share of history, but women's boxing history is fairly anew. And obviously men's boxing, as it has grown from a crazy, gladiatory sport in those days to what it is now, a gentleman's sport, a more, humane sport. A gentleman's sport is what they say, right? So to see women's boxing also in its own evolution and fighting for, the right to stand on the same platform as men's boxing. And, Amanda Serrano, I think, did shocked a lot of us. And doing this in a championship fight like this. And I think Katie Taylor, too, was taken back by it. So I think it made sense for me to just touch on it a bit and kind of get a sense of what you guys might think. If you believe that women's boxing should stand on the same guidelines as men's boxing, 12 rounds, 3-minute rounds for championship fights. Let me know in the comments what you think. What did you think about Amanda Serrano's challenge? What did you think about Katie Taylor's response? And what does that mean to you as a boxing viewer? So, yeah, man, this was quick hits here with Alex Doomsday Lainez. Appreciate y'all. Make sure you tune in every time. So hit that notification bell, subscribe, hit the like button, show me some love. And till next time, champ.
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot, I get off.